This is a women's prison hidden deep in the mountains. The prisoners are all young and beautiful women. The female prisoners have no human rights at all. I have to work hard during the day to help the warden make money. I also have to receive high-ranking officials and dignitaries at night. If the service is not in place, what's waiting for them is a fierce beating. This beautiful woman in red is called Xiaomei, sent here for robbery. The warden has read out the prison regulations. Take the new batch to the bathhouse for a shower, and then they need to be sent to a separate cell, waiting for the selection of nanny scenic spots. Having suffered a night of physical and mental devastation, I have to keep working the next day. Many places have no protective measures at all. Accidents can easily occur at high altitudes. If you are light, you'll lose half your life. The heavy ones are directly wrapped in straw mats and thrown out. Long-term exposure to this environment. Life. Someone will always be driven crazy. This female prisoner couldn't help but commit suicide. Unfortunately, she didn't die, but he was imprisoned in a separate cage by the warden. These are all crazy female prisoners locked up here. Every time the people inside get sick, they use water guns to calm them down. Xiaomei watched all of this helplessly, feeling scared and wanting to escape from prison. He drifted in the water with the help of various debris, followed the river all the way down, came to a dilapidated small village. Little did one know, just emerged from the wolf's den. I've entered the tiger's mouth again. This place is actually full of men. A group of old singles saw a great beauty, eyes shining green. The man maliciously deceived him into the room. Then a long queue formed at the door. There were continuous screams from Xiaomei inside the room. At this moment, the prison guard chased after the dog. I don't know if Xiaomei can be saved, because after returning to prison, there are even harsher punishments waiting for her. The prison guard rolled the hair of the female prisoner onto a wooden stick, then rotate the bamboo pole. Xiaomei was hung up by her own hair. Listen to his mournful screams. The other female prisoners trembled with fear. The new black girl took the opportunity to encourage everyone to escape together, because he is a revolutionary. The purpose of coming here is to rescue these girls, to convince everyone of him. Black girl must become the boss here. Next time, he began to constantly challenge those little leaders. Soon, the little leaders were subdued. But the black girl also took the initiative to cause trouble, violated prison rules, so he was tied to a tiger stool. Suffering from torment, black girl's boyfriend, Big Beard, learned about this news, hastily pretended to apply for a prison guard, and arrived at the prison with a 3-inch tongue, really convinced the warden to become a prison guard. Unexpectedly, my first job was to take the black girl, who was knocked unconscious, to the infirmary. This young couple has successfully reunited. This day, the female prisoners are working as usual. Suddenly, the machine malfunctioned. It turned out that the underground gear was derailed. Arrest grows up and becomes furious. Immediately send the curly-haired girl down. Return the gear to its original position. As the gears below sway, the high roller also accidentally fell off. Let's move the gears together. Another female prisoner crawled down to check. The curly-haired girl has been crushed into meat paste, and the warden is still worried about her machine. The remaining female prisoners at night have to go and serve high-ranking officials and nobles. Men come here just for excitement, but the female prisoner went crazy, smashing at the room. The next day, he was locked up in a lunatic asylum. The female prisoners finally couldn't bear it anymore, decide to collectively escape from prison. In this inhumane women's prison, female prisoners not only have to work day and night, and I have to serve high-ranking officials and nobles. The female prisoners who have had enough of this kind of life have decided to resist. Everyone takes out their private tools at night, start making suitable weapons. They're going to break out of prison tonight. Who knew their plan was heard by a female prisoner? Female prisoners are trying to protect themselves, intentionally injuring oneself. I saw the doctor for the reason of seeing the injury, told the doctor about the female prisoner's escape. The doctor quickly reported to the warden. The warden immediately called to move the rescue troops. But then the female prisoners launched an attack. They burn and fry for a while. Prison flames skyrocketing. A prison guard wants to climb a tree to avoid it. Female prisoner, follow me while climbing and chopping. They were frantically venting their anger. Xiaomei took the opportunity to release the female prisoners from the insane asylum. The warden's money-making tool was also burned. Everyone cheered with joy. At this moment, the reinforcements called by the warden arrived, set up a machine gun and shoot indiscriminately. The female prisoners suffered heavy casualties. The warden saw the money-making tool burn down. Painful slap on the thigh. Seeing the shelf collapse, the warden wants to run, but I was hugged by my leg. In the end, they were burned to ashes together with his money-making tools. The attack of reinforcements left the female prisoners powerless to resist. Almost all were killed on the spot. Black girl and Big Who run while fighting. Big Beard hit by a bullet. The melancholic black girl rose up to fight back, but was blown into pieces by a grenade. Only Xiaomei and another female prisoner survived in the end. They met several revolutionaries. These revolutionaries are friends of Black Girl and Beard. Perhaps the two of Xiaomei will live a shameless and restless happy life here. This concludes the movie's Big Bird Cage.